Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It is time, and yes, they've finally arrived, the front brake steel braided lines for my R6. Now, I watched an excellent YouTube video made by Dave Moss. I'm going to post a link to that video and show you what it is. There's absolutely no need for me to make another video doing what he just did, showing how to install these front brake lines on the R6. So, however, I will say that if I come up with any anything extra which I think is useful for you guys to know, or something out of the ordinary that I experience when I do these lines, then I will break out the video camera, switch it on, record it, and add that to this video. Otherwise, Galfa steel braided line kit. We are going to drain and take off the old rubber lines and follow a bleeding procedure for brake bleeding, get all the old fluid out, pump new fluid back in, and hopefully have awesome front brakes. Has there ever in the history of brake fluid been brake fluid that brown? That looks like tar. Yikes, look at that stuff, that is nasty. So yeah, I just took off the cap and the rubber bladder that sits on the inside, the vacuum bladder. And that's what I found. So that is nasty. That should be clear. It should be pea colored. But yeah, very old, very dirty. Time for that to go. So anyway, hopefully it's going to be a relatively easy install. Alright, so I've successfully installed the front Galfa brake lines. Here's the old OEM rubber set, ready for the trash. And coming over to the bike, here's the new right side, front brake lever master cylinder. Snugs up nicely, angled inwards towards the bike rather than outwards. Don't have much to say about this. It was relatively easy. Just light snugging in. On the bottom of the Galfa lines you have a piece of tape that says right master cylinder and left master cylinder, so it's impossible for you to screw that up unless you don't know your left from your right. Right is when you're sitting on the bike, right is the right side, and if you're sitting on the bike, left is the left side. So running the right line up and the left side, let's walk around to the left side here. Here's the left one. It's got a little bit more of an angle to it, a little bit more of a kink in, and it snugs against the protruding tab here. Comes with the rubber grommets, or spacers that go in the existing brake line holders. And then if I point it up here and shine my light, you can see the comes with a little bracket there that attaches to the old, where the triple tree, where the 3/4 connection is. So you want to run that up through there. And then the only thing I struggled with a little bit was, it's going to be hard to see. Try and get the camera in. Right here where my finger is. Can't really see from there. When you loosen up your brake lever here with the two Allen keys here, you're going to have to lift it all the way forward and up towards you, almost so that it's vertical, so that you can get to the connection underneath here to screw the two connecting pipes together, the brake lines together. And then you want to make sure they're angled at the same angle as the throttle cables. I don't know if you can see that. The brake cables and the throttle cables are going in the same direction. And then you want to make sure that the brake lever connections are butted up as far as you possibly can to the front right hand fork right here. So if they are in slightly to the right against your on off switch, it's not gonna fit. The bolt that goes up through the bottom to secure the two hoses will hit the cable on your throttle cables. So you absolutely have to push that all the way forward. You may have to slacken this off a little bit and move it to the right. I didn't, but you can see there is a little bit of a gap here, and that's what I'm talking about. Don't have this over to the right. Push it all the way to the left and push your on-off switch all the way to the right. That'll give you enough gap between the brake lines and the bolt that goes through the brake lines and your throttle cables. So that's really the only thing. Then bleed your brakes properly. Basically, you know, get all the air bubbles out by using the brake nipples. Loosen them up, just get clear fluid flowing through your brake lines with no bubbles. Pump your brake lever as much as you can. Spin the wheel, and then use your brake lever, and you'll feel nice solid brake feel. So that's it. Very nice lines. I'm very happy to have stainless steel lines on this bike now. It's going to give me a much better braking feel. The bike does not have ABS, so I need the best possible brakes and the best braking technique in order to stop this little monster as quickly as I can. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Ride safely, guys and gals. Come home alive.